Hey guys, it's me Leo again with another video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that little intro. Okay, so in this video I'm going to be answering, or no, I'm not going to be answering. I'm going to be going over what exams are like in medical school. So I'm going to spill the beans.
Why don't you spill your beans, Tommy?
I'm going to spill the beans on exams at medical school, and I'm not. So I'm going to be going into my third year of medical school. I've had 2 years worth of exam experience. I just want to say all medical schools probably do exams slightly differently. I'm just going off what they're like for me at the university I go to. So this video may help someone who's just come from A-levels and doesn't know what to expect from exams at university or at medical school. Because I know I was in the same position. I didn't really know how difficult they were going to be or what to expect. So this video is intended for someone like me who was wondering those questions back before I started. So yeah, let's get on to it. So I'm going to be covering exams in the first and second year because that's all I've got experience with so far. Yeah, I'll maybe do one in the future on third year exams when I've had a few. So in this video, I'll be going over all the different exams in a random order. They'll all be time stamped below. So if you're looking for a specific type of exam, maybe it'd be OSCEs, you can just skip along to that part of the video and I'll just go over my experience with the OSCEs. So let's get started. So a concept that was quite new to me when I started medical school was formative versus summative assessments. So when doing A-levels or IB or whatever you did, the end exam was important because it got you your grades, whereas in med school there's something called formative and summative assessments, and I had to go and check with my housemate downstairs which way around it is because I forgot. Summative basically is a more important exam that decides your progression, whether it be on the course or getting into med school. Whereas the formative assessments, they kind of sprinkle in there. These are the assessments that you still need to do, but they're more for yourself. They're more for yourself. They basically help you highlight areas that you need to improve, or give you an idea of where you're at. Yeah, so there will be both kinds of these exams at med school. Well, there was for me. I'm not sure about every med school, but yeah, that's just my experience. So yeah, remember that, summative and formative exams, because I didn't know about it until I started. First exam I'm going to get onto is the semester test. These may be called something else in different universities, but basically at the end of every semester, we had an exam that was based on the content of that semester, and they just called it the semester test. This was a summative exam. Am I getting it right? I need to Google if I'm getting the summative right. Yeah, so these are summative assessments, so they do matter. And if you fail these tests, you have to retake them. So you want to try your hardest in these assessments. So these semester tests were multiple choice. They had about 100 questions in, and they are fairly difficult. And the way these exams worked, there isn't like an A or B or C grade like A-level. It's a pass or a fail. Actually, that's not true. There's a fail, there's a low pass, which means you passed, but you're kind of on the edge. But I mean, you've passed. It doesn't really matter unless it does matter to you. That's a weird way of putting it. Yeah, don't get disheartened if you get a low pass. It's still a good grade, difficult exams. And then you get the pass grade, which is after that. And then the top 20% of people, I believe, get an honours, and then the top 10% get a distinction. But these are quite hard to get. You got to be quite motivated to revise a lot for that. Throughout all the exams or semester tests, if you accumulate about 7, I believe, honours throughout the 5 years, you will graduate with an honours, which means there's like a little honours next to your degree, which I presume helps you when you're trying to find like an F1 place or something. So you do want to try and get that, but realistically, I'm probably never going to get that. So with the semester tests, there's 2 a year because there's 2 semesters a year. I'll give you an example, like my semester 3, which is the first semester of my second year, was a neurology based semester test, and it was over 100 plus questions of content. I think there's anatomy, there's BSS, which, that's behavioural social sciences. A little bit of that sprinkled in. There's only a few questions on that. So now I'm going to move on to another important assessment that they have. It's called the progress test. You have this twice a year as well. You usually sit this when you have the semester test. This exam is a very similar format to the semester test, as in it's multiple choice and there's about 100 questions, quite a lot of time to go through them. These I find a lot harder. I think most people will, because it's a harder exam, but you're required to get a lower pass mark. I believe all the years do this exam. So first, all up to 5th year, do the exact same paper. And obviously each year you're in, you're expected to get a slightly higher percentage on it. It's a bit more of an applied test. So these are summative as well, these progress tests. Okay, so now I'm going to go on to probably the most interesting of all the exams, the OSCEs, which stand for, I had it written down, I didn't actually remember. I don't think anyone knows what they stand for. Objective Structured Clinical Examination. Unlike the previous exams I've mentioned, this is not a pen and paper based exam. This is a practical exam. But yeah, so OSCEs at the university I go to, which is University of Manchester, it's basically you have around 10-minute-ish stations that you rotate between in about an hour period. You don't really get much time in between. There's like the speakers, you go beep, beep, and you go to the next station. It can be a bit overwhelming the first time you do it. It's quite scary, but stay calm. My best advice. So yeah, so there's different stations. There's like 1 or 2 anatomy stations. There's like communication skills stations. There's like, I remember there was, in second year, there was like a drug dilution calculation station where you had to do this like drug dilution equation and then actually carry it out with a syringe. And that was quite a difficult station, I believe. I remember, yeah, that was a difficult station. This is also where you get assessed on your clinical examinations. So you will get taught like respiratory, neurological examinations, and parts of, or the full exam can be assessed in this way within the OSCE. I believe there's also CPR gets assessed at least once a year to make sure you're up to date on that. So yeah, but these may be completely different for your university that you're going to or you're at the moment. I'm just giving my experiences. Hopefully the uni's okay with me. I'm trying not to say anything that they wouldn't want me to say, because I know a lot of stuff around exams can be like quite top secret. So yeah, we just covered OSCEs. I mean, if you've got any other questions about any of these exams, just leave them in the comment section. I'll try and just in words kind of answer them. Yeah, so they're the main exams. They're the main 3 exams. If you enjoyed the video, try and get this video to 20 likes. Trying to get it to 20 likes. My last video I said that, but I haven't. I only got to 20 likes. Yeah, so don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.